just finished. This was a picture taken in a village in India in Maharashtra, and Srimaji was sitting addressing an audience, and light was seen coming on top of her head. And 7 photographs were taken, and at the 7th photograph, she put her hand up like this, and you'll see the light stopped. Then the light stopped coming from this. So in this, it's very evident to all of us who she is. And today, as you get your self-realization, you will also discover her power, her love, and her joy. Thank you very much.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. At the very outset, we have to know what truth is. Absolute truth cannot change, cannot be described, cannot be transferred. It is, it will be, and it was. So, whatever I am going to tell you today, we need not accept it with blind faith. This blind faith has done so much trouble in this world. People are fighting in the name of religion, in the name of God, as if all of them are blind and don't know what to follow. So the absolute truth, whatever I tell you, you are not to believe it, because I am telling you. But you have to experience it. If you experience and still you are not being able to settle yourself with yourself, then no one can help. But as you are the seekers of truth, you have every right to know it. And the very outset I have to tell you, you can't pay for it. You just can't pay for it. Those people who are making big money here, in the name of God, in the name of truth, in the name of spirituality, don't know that you cannot sell it. At least we must know that none of the incarnations who came on this earth, like Christ, anyone, they didn't charge any money. This is a simple thing which should let you know that what is the truth, and it is above you, your money, status, your purse. So, the truth is that you are not this body, this mind, these emotions, these reactions, this ego, but you are the pure spirit. And that is what you have to become. Spirit is the only way which will enlighten your life, which will give you peace, which will give you wisdom, which will give you protection. Anything that is divine is coming from the Spirit. So by standing on your head, by fasting yourself, also killing others, you cannot get it. It is something within you. And you have been told about this power, it exists in all the human beings. Whatever may be the race, whatever may be the religion, whatever may be the nationality, this is based in the triangular bone of every person. Only awakening of it is important. This knowledge was not known to Indians or to many other countries. I was surprised in Ukraine, they knew about it. And also in a place which is so far-fetched, Bolivia, the aboriginals, they knew about it. Of course, they don't know how to awaken, but otherwise they knew there is a power within us which has to arise. It is the way you get connected. Like this instrument here, if it is not connected to the mains, has no meaning, has no identity. In the same way, unless and until we are connected to the divine, we have no identity. We may brand ourselves as this and that, but that is no identity, it is falsehood and can change every moment. Now I don't know how to bring Americans to this subtle understanding of this subject. Because by nature they are shifty. Today I am giving you a lecture, it's all right, it's a guru shopping, then you go to another place, you do another guru shopping. I must tell you very frankly. Because America is the only country where Sahaja Yoga has failed very badly. On the contrary, Russia, you will be amazed, Russia. Of course, I am not a communist that way. But the operation of communism and not so much of money orientation, consumerism. Russians are like clean slates. They don't know anything about religion, God, nothing. But they have grown inside. And you'll be amazed that in one village called Taliati, we have 21,000 practicing Sahaja Yogis. They are just like our yogi. Very high level people there. I was amazed how they got it so nicely. And they have no sense of possession at all. You will be amazed. Their government told them that you can have your flats, you can have your cars. They said, no, you better look after. We don't want to have the headache. They don't believe in insurances, nothing. Sense of possession is so little that I think their energy is not wasted on that. And once they have come to Sahaja Yoga, they are very well settled down. So about 5-6 years back, I think, there's a joke that there was an American Sahaja Yogi who met a Russian Sahaja Yogi. And the Russian asked, how many Sahaja Yogis you have? He said, we have 56. So the Russian one says, oh my God, you have 56,000? We have only 21,000. It's a very sad thing. The first country I visited was America. I came to Los Angeles also. But somehow, I don't know if you are really seeking the absolute truth or not. And again, they have called me, I have come. these people have hopes. But such a slow-moving train, I tell you, that you are amazed. Of course, India, I can't say about India because we have traditionally understood what is spirituality. All the thugs and all the thieves have come here, exported nicely. And they are settled down here and they have so many disciples, I'm surprised. Of course, then they are sent away. Then they go into trouble. But what is the wisdom part of it is that we should see what do we get out of our seeking. What are we seeking? What do we want to be? And that one has to learn. For the last, I think, 26 years, 27 years, I've been doing Sahaja Yoga. And the first country I visited was America. And for 9 years, I did not touch it. The reason is I feel that there are people everywhere. It's not only Americans are the people, but I feel there are seekers, lots of seekers in this country. And they are in a delusion that they can purchase their spirituality. If you can purchase your guru, he cannot be your guru. He must be your servant that you can pay for him. This is one fact I would all of you to remember. Because what happens, I come, give lectures, do this, finished. You are seekers, all your life will be seekers unless you seek the absolute truth. Whether you go from one place to another, whether you go from one guru to another, makes no difference. You'll be moving about like this all the time. And the reason why they cannot mature in spirituality, because they are so shifty. So one has to mature in a very subtle way. And that is that you have to be first connected with this all-pervading power of divine love. We have heard about it. In the Bible it is there. It is there in Quran. Of course, in all the Sanskrit literature. By different names they describe it. But there is an all-pervading power of divine love. That's what we have to get connected to. That is the yoga. That is the union. And you all have right to get it. Not only because you are human beings, but because you are seekers. And seekers of truth, they all have a right to ask for it. And that is why I come again and again to your country, to see those seekers which are lost. So many are already lost, but those who are still there, let them have the beauty of their being, the glory of their being, and let them know what they are. For this, you don't have to exert. You can't read it in the books. It is just a happening that takes place. This Kundalini rises in a very stately manner. In a short time, you can feel the cool breeze on top of your fontanelle bone area and on your fingertips. That's my job. That's why I'm here. But yours is to understand what you are. Unless and until you become realized souls, means connected with this all-pervading power, all this whatever Mr. Yogi has told you has no meaning. All these centers are within you, no doubt. And they look after your physical, mental, emotional being. This happens automatically there because you are desirous of your ascent. Whatever we do with our mind, you have to know this mind is a myth. Many people, I'm told, here in this country are making big money in telling you how to use your mind and how to move a pendulum and all sorts of nonsense. Do you want to have the power to move the pendulum? So when this power rises spontaneously within yourself, then these centers which have gone into jeopardy have created all kinds of problems in you. Just get corrected. I'm not telling you lies when I say Sahaja Yoga has cured cancer, even AIDS. And you can get rid of all your allergies, this, that nonsense, if you become the spirit. Because spirit cannot be attacked. It's beyond the mind. But this mind of yours, which you are so proud of, is created by you only. Just like we have created computer, this spirit is completely finished and you are just living with this mind which guides you. So one day this computer will become our master. In the same way, we are playing into the hands of this mind. It is created by us through our conditionings or maybe by our ego. Now this mind makes you think like mad. And this thinking takes you nowhere. For example, if you start understanding your mind, you will know that it only thinks about the future and about the past. What is the present? Can it bring to the state of present? Past is finished and future doesn't exist. Present is the reality. If you want to know the reality, you have to be in the present. Now, how will you be in the present? As long as you are moving with your mind, you cannot. You have to go beyond the mind. So, there's a state which we call as thoughtless awareness. Jung has described it, surprising. Thoughtless awareness. That means you go beyond your mind, there are no thoughts and you are absolutely aware. And the whole personality, you see, becomes a personality of emission of light, emission of joy, emission of wisdom, because beyond that all this lies. You have not touched that point. That's why you are worried, you are upset, you are sick. But once you cross over your mind, then you are in connection with this all-pervading power. People talk of peace and award of peace and this and that, but I've met them many. They have no peace in their hearts. I don't know how they got awards. They're very hot-tempered people, shaky type. And they get this peace award. Peace is within. And that is what we have to do. Instead of talking about peace, create peace in human beings by transforming them. If you are standing in the water, the waves of the water rise and fall, rise and fall. And that's what happens to you, that your thoughts, you are jumping on the cusp of your thoughts. And you are afraid of the waves. But supposing you get onto a boat, then you can watch them and you can enjoy them. But supposing you learn how to swim, then you can jump in and save many others who are still lost. This is exactly what happens in Sahaja Yoga. That you go beyond your mind and you see your stupid mind and you laugh at it. You laugh at yourself. And you are at peace. Because when the Kundalini rises, these thoughts get elongated and there's a space in between. That is the space where there is peace. So your attention stops at that point where there is peace. You become extremely peaceful. And you don't have to worry about your own protection. People say, Mother, if you are peaceful and somebody attacks you, what will happen? All right? If somebody attacks you, there is this all-pervading power that can protect you. There are so many examples in Sahaja Yoga where this power has saved so many people. Now we can trust any kind of nonsense, but the truth is that this power protects because it loves you. It cares for you. Recently when I was coming at the airport, 4 Sahajogis and their little child came and they had tears in their eyes, and I said, what's the matter? They said, Mother, you know we are protected. They had a very bad accident and the car was finished and everything was absolutely useless even to call it a car, while all of them escaped without a scratch. Now this is only one of the examples I am telling you. This I have to tell you because otherwise you won't understand how important it is. But this is nothing. This is nothing that you get. You get your own powers. Because you become collectively conscious. Collectively conscious. You can feel others on your fingertips, the chakras, and you can feel your own chakras also on your fingertips. If you know how to correct these centers, you can correct others also. You can cure others also. You can give realizations to others. That is how Sahaja Yoga spreads. And you will be amazed how many other qualities you get. I don't know how far Yogi has told you about every chakra. But every chakra, the center, when enlightened, gives you special, very special qualities. For example, we have, say, somebody who could not even write an essay. He has started writing books. Another one who was a chartered accountant who never knew what his language is, he started writing poetry. All kinds of creativity comes to you. Secondly, you become religious. You become. It's not question of just saying I am Christian, I am Hindu, I am Muslim. No, you become. Means in you, religion innately acts. I never told anybody don't murder, don't kill, all these don'ts of the 10 commandments that are given. But it automatically has happened. People just don't like to do, they don't want to do anything that is not religious. Religious doesn't mean that you dress up well, go to church, come back home, sing few hymns. But the religion is within yourself, and the religion of divine love, which is pure, which is absolutely pure. So this Kundalini purifies you completely. Her purification helps you to see the world in a different way. You become the witness of the whole drama. Don't get involved into it, but you see the drama and you know the solutions. Also, there is this power all the time which is looking after you and helping. Believe me, there is this power. Once you become one with that power, then believe me, you are all the time filled up with this power, and this power looks after you, gives you wisdom, everything that you could think of. But to believe there is such a power itself very difficult for human beings. This is the big problem. But supposing I say there is, supposing. Now you can verify. You can verify if such a power is there or not. And after verification, if you believe there is such a power of love, then all your problems will be solved. You go beyond all these concepts of stupidity, which is divisive. Anything, can divide us. That's typical of human beings. They want to find out ways how we are different from others all the time. Because they are encircled by their conditioning, by their ego, their mind. From the childhood, it gets into their head. They can't get out of it. I see the problems of this country are nothing but of their mind. All these problems cannot be solved by forming organizations, by strikes, no. A human being has to be transformed. Once human being is transformed, then he becomes a very, very beautiful personality. You don't have to fight. This power will fight for you. You don't have to argue. Don't have to do anything. That's why I call it Sahaja. Saha means with and joy is born. Born with you is this power which you have to achieve. Now this Kundalini is your mother. Also, in many religions, they don't even believe in a mother as goddess. But there is. This Kundalini is a mother. She is very careful when she is giving you a second birth. Like your mother bore all the problems in your childhood, in your childbirth. In the same way, she does everything very smoothly, very beautifully. And she gives you this connection with this divine power. So you develop a new awareness, a new dimension of your awareness called as collective consciousness. When there is nobody is the other, just think of that. Just think that this finger is hurt, the whole body feels sorry for that. When you become part and parcel of the whole, when the macrocosm becomes a macrocosm, becomes, again word I use, become. It's not imaginary, it's not only thing. Then who will fight? Who will fight whom? You are the same as the other is. Just think how you people can solve the problem. Not much is needed, just you become connected with this divine power. And respect yourself. You have to respect yourself as divine people, and you have to get out of all the conditionings you have had. I have to get out of all these nonsensical ideas which are separating the world. You are the leaders who will take this country away from all kinds of madness that is going on. Every country has some madness. It's not yours. There are different types, that's all. But what I find, once they get their realization, we have now Sahaja Yoga working in 65 countries. In some countries, very, very strong. But when they meet each other, you cannot make out the way they are friendly, the way they are joyous, and such pure love. There's no incident of somebody's husband running with somebody's wife like that. I have not known such an incident, nonsensical one. We have marriages every year, about at least 100 marriages. 1 in a million, I should say, 1 in 1,000, might not work out. International marriages. And the children that are born are really the saints who are trying to take birth with people who are realized souls. Very different type of society it is. They look all normal people, except that they have a glint in their eyes, it shines. That they have vibrations in their hands. That their attitude is very different. Such a nice race is going to come. That is what is blessed. This is the age of Aquarius. And Kundalini has got the Aquarius as its sign. This is the special age I call the blossom time. Because so many seekers are born in this time, in a special time when this Kali Yuga, this horrible modern times has come. Nobody seems to be happy. Only at this time, these flowers are going to become the fruits. That's what you are. You don't know what you are. Don't judge yourself by your own ego or by others' judgment and criticisms. But you are all beautiful seekers. William Blake has said that there will be a special category of people who will be born. They will be men of God and they will know the divine. This is the time that has come. For all of you, every one of you, in America especially Los Angeles, is the word used for the angels. So there must be angels around, I am sure. I am looking out for them. So above all everything is this pure love. Even beyond truth it is. So please know that this Creator, God Almighty, who has created you, is not going to destroy this world. There are many like this organization who talk, now we are all going to be destroyed, you see, frightening everyone. As if those who say so are going to save it. Don't believe all these stupid talks and bombastic advertisements. Try to understand how who has brought you to this level of human awareness is going to destroy. He is so great. He has made everything so beautifully within us. Only we have diverted our attention to things which were not so important. But that doesn't mean that you have to give up your family, give up your house, you stand on your heads and go to Himalaya. Nothing of the kind. I have known some people who have sold their houses, taken out their children from school to give money to gurus. I mean, use your brains. How could you do that? As a mother, I feel really very sad that why should you suffer so much? Such ignorance about truth, such ignorance about understanding about yourself. You must understand that this is absolutely very easy as you have become human beings without doing anything such. In the same way, you are going to be the higher beings without doing anything, without paying for it. It's something that has to happen within, and you have to become something. So lastly, I would say, because Yogi, I don't know what all he has told you, but when you become one with this divine power, you get filled with joy. And joy is singular. It's not like happiness or unhappiness. It is joy. It's singular. It is to be experienced. You enjoy every small things. It's a feeling which is to be enjoyed and has to be experienced You'll be amazed that when this happens, you don't run after nonsensical things and worries and, I should say, destructive ideas. Enjoy yourself, you enjoy everyone, you enjoy every moment of your life. Even the absurdities, the stupidities, you enjoy, and cruelties when you see, you can destroy. Not you, but through you, this divine power. I don't know if you are aware, the world is changing very fast. All kinds of people are getting exposed. So many things are happening. By the year 2000, I don't know how many people will be in jail. I don't know if you have sufficient jails or not. How many people will be exposed and punished, and how many will be swimming in the ocean of joy. This is not a false promise. You will get your realization just now. But as I said, you have to little bit humble down. If you have come here to criticize, then the Kundalini won't rise. She is very clever. You have to humble down a little bit. The thinking that I have to be that. Beyond the mind, I have to be one with this all-pervading divine power. And what you feel is the cool breeze. Cool breeze of the Holy Ghost, as described in the Bible. Cool breeze coming on your fingertips. Cool breeze coming out of your fontanelle bone area. And you become thoughtless. It is something you have not known so far. Nobody might have told you all these things. There are not many books. So, you have to first of all verify by experiencing. Do not deny it because you have thought that something is different or funny. It will take hardly 10 minutes. I would request you, those who do not want to have it, can leave the hall. Because it cannot be forced. It cannot be forced. You have to accept. You have to accept that you want to become one with the divine. This is what you have to accept. It cannot be forced. I cannot push you there. So those who do not want to have their self-realization can leave the hall. It will be very kind of them. It will take hardly 10 minutes, as I told. Thank you very much. Now there's another request, is please take out your shoes, because this Mother Earth helps us a lot. I hope you don't mind. In England, I told them first time that please take out your shoes. So half of them walked off. You know. Another thing I didn't tell, because some people might have objection, that you give up all bad habits, all drug addictions and all kinds of addictions, you just give up in Sahaja Yoga. I don't tell that, because again the fear is half of them might walk out. But it will happen automatically. All look so prepared for it. So sweet. Now, I've been little hard and I'm sorry if I've hurt you. It's important to see that you get it. You know, its mother's job is very bad. All right. Now you have to put both your hands towards me like this. And both the feet away from each other. You may take out your glasses also if they are troubling. Now, there are certain conditions, very simple conditions. One of them is that you are not to feel guilty at all. Not to feel guilty. If you have done any mistakes, it's finished. You should have corrected at that time, but not to sit down feeling guilty. It's a fashion these days also, you know, to feel guilty. I'm guilty for what? Because I dropped some coffee on the table. Imagine. Feeling guilty for 3 years like that. It's going too far with yourself. You have no business to torture yourself with your guilt. No business. But apart from that, when you get guilty, your this left side, Vishuddhi chakra, catches. This center is very, very important for America. Because America, in the map of this world, has this center, Vishuddhi. So, left side Vishuddhi is gone. With that you get a disease called angina. When then, as you know what is angina is. The second disease you might get, this is spondylitis of all kinds. And thirdly, you will get lethargic organs within yourself. For one thing called this so much sort of used to feel guilty, 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 what happens is that you get this center so badly in a jeopardy that all these 3 diseases you are open to. And doctors can't cure it. And they'll make a pacemaker or something, that's different. That means you forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Whatever has happened has happened. Whatever past is past. What are you going to get now? By feeling guilty. I mean, you must love yourself. Must respect. So, in heart you have to say, Mother, I forgive myself. I am not guilty at all. I am not guilty. If you were really guilty, you would have been in jail. You would not have been here. So why torture yourself that I am guilty, I am guilty, I am guilty? Very important, because also the Kundalini will stop at the center. Then this center of Agya is just like this, constricted completely like this. It's a cross. Here you have to forgive others. So it opens. Whether you forgive or don't forgive, you don't do anything. It's just a mental activity. Don't do anything. But you torture yourself for nothing at all. You are playing into wrong hands. Those who have troubled you, whom you cannot forgive, are nicely enjoying life, while you are torturing yourself. So this self-torture must be stopped. So forgive them also, all of them. Without thinking about them. Even thinking about them can give you headache. I tell you, it feels so much lighter if you say, I forgive all these nonsensical people. Just saying that, it will work out. Just say in your heart. Now, these are 2 conditions as I told. But in that subtly, if you see, it is nothing, that you love yourself and you love others also. That's the first basis. For this center to open is very important. Now, we put our hands like this, and you can close your eyes. Now, please put your right hand towards me like this and put down your head and see with your left hand on top of your fontanelle bone area. Feel it. On top of your fontanelle bone area, which is the soft bone of, when you were a child, it was a soft bone. So please see if there's a cool or a hot breeze coming out. Now, please put down your head and see for yourself. Some people get it hot, some people get it cool, doesn't matter. Now, raise your hand little bit, sometimes some people get it far away, or on the sides, move, and see for yourself. You should experience whether you are feeling the cool breeze or not. If it is hot, it is because you have not either forgiven yourself or you have not forgiven others. This must be the reason. So do that. Now forgive yourself and forgive others. Please forgive. Now, please put the left hand towards me. And bend your head and see with the right hand. You can move your hand just a little bit. Don't put it on top of your head, away from it, but you can feel it, cool or hot breeze coming out of your fontanelle bone area. Now please put your right hand again once towards me and see. Now bend your head please and see for yourself if there is a cool or a hot breeze like vibrations are coming out of your fontanelle bone area. Now, please put both the hands towards me like this. Open your eyes slowly. Now don't think. You can stop your thinking. Now raise both your hands towards the sky. And you have to ask one of these three questions, only one of them, 3 times. You can say, Mother, is this the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost? In your heart, you ask a question 3 times. First question is, Mother, is this the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost? Then second question is, Mother, is this the all-pervading power of divine love? The third one is, Mother, is this the Parama Chaitanya, Alakh Niranjan? Ask this question. Ask this question, any one of them 3 times. Now please take down your hands. And now put both the hands towards me. Again, open your eyes. All those who have felt cool or hot breeze-like vibrations on the fingertips or on the palm or out of their fontanelle bone area, please raise both your hands. Look at that. These are the angels of Los Angeles. May God bless you. May God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you all of you. Thank you. But now you have to go a little deep down into yourselves, because in the centers there are sometimes problems. So you have to clear it out. You will get all the knowledge without paying anything. But you have to give little time to yourself. Please come to follow-up programs and master this. You will take no time. At the most 1 month's time, you will be masters. Real masters, and you will achieve the highest. So I would say that please try, and it will work out. It will work out so beautifully in this Los Angeles, where I think really there are so many angels still lost. You have to save so many others who are lost. Because of their seeking, we can really save them. And you take up this upon yourself. Don't have to give up your jobs, nothing. In every way, you'll be better off. That I know. In your jobs, in every way. But that we can see later on. Just now you have experienced the cool breeze. So may God bless you all.
Shimalaji, if you won't would like, we have one dance and one song to offer, and we can move your chair maybe to the side so that we can move your chair to the side so you can have her perform right here in the center.
There's a little girl who has come to dance before me.